Hey guys, Lancer here. Hope everyone's doing well. Thanks again for joining me while I review some reserve list cards. Please like and subscribe if you think this is valuable. And let's get to it. So, first card is Sworn Defender, 2 colorless, 2 white. And she is a human knight as well, a 1/3 human knight. She has pay 1 mana, Swarm Defender's power becomes the toughness of target creature blocking or being blocked by Sworn Defender -1 until end of turn. And Sworn Defender's toughness becomes 1 plus the power of that creature until end of turn. Okay. So she will just die into that creature. The power and toughness don't get added, they become that. So she becomes a more powerful but weaker bodied creature than the creature that she is blocking. She will literally just trade with that creature. I guess the I guess the good thing is that she can trade with any size creature, which means for 4 mana she can trade with like a 6/6. But I still don't see the value overall in a card like this. It feels like the math just becomes a bit more complicated than it needs to be. 35 cents from TCG, and she is from Alliance. Next card. Tainted Specter, 3 colorless, 1 black. Summon Specter. It's a flying 2/2 creature, very creepy artwork. Very, very creepy. Would not want to see that in the dark. And it has 1 colorless, 2 black. Tap, target player discards a card unless he or she puts a card from his or her hand on top of his or her library. If that player discards a card this way, Tainted Specter deals 1 damage to each creature and each player. Activate this ability only anytime you can cast a sorcery. The ability is powerful and annoying, but the body that comes in is creepy and frail. 4 mana for a 2/2 flying is not that good of a rate. Paying 3 to tap it to do this is. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. So I think altogether, when you're putting it all in one bundle, paying 7 mana to use the ability, because you're not going to really do much else with this creature, is not worth it at all. If this was 1 mana creature that was a 1/1 or a 0/1 that still had the ability like this, then that'll make it much better. But 36 cents on TCG, and it is from Mirage. All good. We can move on from that. Oh, Teferi's Imp. Looks more like a cat or something. 2 colorless, 1 blue, 1/1. It has flying and phasing. When Teferi's Imp phases out, choose and discard a card. When Teferi's Imp phases in, draw a card. It's got. Is that looting? I forgot which one it is. It's either looting or pillaging. No, I don't think it's good. This just seems annoying. You're going to be losing value over time. The turn after it comes in, you lose a card. Hmm. Okay, maybe I'm being too hasty. The problem is it forces you to do it. It doesn't say may. So maybe it's not as bad as I think, but the problem it forces you to do it means that at certain points you're going to want all the cards in your hand and it's going to get rid of one of them for you. So that's the problem I have with it, is that you can't control it. It really is an imp. Made you look. Huh. Okay, next. Telim Tor Mirage. 4 colorless, 1 red for a 2/2 with flanking. If Telim attacks, all attacking creatures with flanking get +1/+1 until end of turn. 5 mana for a 2/2 with flanking. Terrible, even if it is a legend. And that ability is way too specific, not very useful. It's 7 cents on TCG. I guess a lot of other people think the same way. Yeah, Human Knight as well. I really need to keep an eye on these card types because it just says legend, but it's obviously a legendary creature, Human Knight, and that makes it far better. I really need to keep an eye on this. Because some of these knights and soldiers and all that, they might actually be better because they might actually be humans instead of just soldier or a knight instead of a blank. So they have been refurbished to be a bit more useful in certain decks nowadays. All good. Not anything impressive with this one. Next. Theolon's Curse. Fallen Empires. Very creepy looking art. Not too sure what's going on there. It is two green. Enchantment. Blue creatures don't untap during their controller's untap step. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player may choose any number of tapped blue creatures he or she controls and pay blue for each creature chosen this way. If the player does, untap those creatures. Oh boy, another very painful way to punish blue, I guess. Maybe if you guys really don't like blue, you can get this and put in your green deck and just annoy the crap out of them. I just don't see any value in that specifically to use up one of your card slots, but there's always blue around a commander table. Nah, next. Fellow Knight, Monk. 2 colorless, 2 green, 1/2 for a cleric. Insect, Monk, Cleric. 3 creature types. Cool. Tap, sacrifice a green creature. Target land becomes a forest. This effect lasts indefinitely. Oh boy, could that also be annoying if someone's playing a monocolored deck and you just turn all their lands very slowly into something else? Yep, creepy art. Crazy card, maybe, but once again, just an annoying card in general. Yeah, next. Oh, we got another one of those lands. Timberline Ridge. It is a Timberline Ridge doesn't untap during your untap step if it has a depletion counter on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove a depletion counter from Timberline Ridge. Tap, add red and green, put a depletion counter on Timberline Ridge. Once again, not very impressive. Terrible card because it taps every second turn. 70 cents on TCG. Next. Timberline Fiends. 1 colorless, 2 black, wall of text. Creature, horror, 1/1. Remove Timberline Field from your deck before playing if you're not playing for anti. Right. But this card is not going to be very useful anyways. It's banned everywhere. 3 Swarm. Sacrifice Timberline Field. The owner of target artifact may anti the top card of his or her library. If that player doesn't, exchange ownership of that artifact and Timberline Fiends. Put the artifact card into your graveyard and Timberline Fiends from anywhere into that player's graveyard. This change in ownership is permanent. Oh my god. Can you imagine? What's the... Oh my god, just imagine like a Mox. You play this guy to just steal all the Moxes? God, no. Terrible. It spiked to $49 for some reason for the average, but I think that was just market manipulation. It's not moving anywhere right now. No one even knows this card exists. 25 cents on TCG. Next. Tornado. 4 colorless, 1 green from Alliance. Cumulative enchantment, cumulative upkeep, 1 forest. At the beginning of your upkeep, put an age counter on this permanent, then sacrifice it unless you pay its upkeep cost for each age counter on it. Pay 2 colorless, 1 green. Pay 3 life for each velocity counter on Tornado. Destroy target permanent and put a velocity counter on Tornado. Activate this ability only once each turn. 5 mana. With a cumulative upkeep of 1 green each turn for each age counter. And then you had to pay 3 mana and 3 life for each velocity counter to destroy a permanent. Yeah, nah, way too many hoops. This is very, very inefficient removal. It's 45 cents on TCG. It's very, very inefficient. I can't see any really good benefits for this. Not even any counter shenanigans on it. Yeah, all the counters are just bad. You would want to remove all the counters if you could. Yeah, there are cards that do that as well, but still not that impressive. Last card on the list. Torrent of Lava. Torrent of Lava is X, 2 red, sorcery. And it has Torrent of Lava deals X damage to each creature without flying. As long as Torrent of Lava is on the stack, each creature has tap, prevent the next 1 damage that would be dealt to this creature by Torrent of Lava this turn. Okay, so it's more the fact that if they can move, they can move out of the way of this lava that's coming towards them. Cool, but the problem is that it's a very expensive card at sorcery speed. You don't really want them to be able to dodge any of the damage, because you're probably going to be pushing all of your mana to deal all of this damage. There are better cards than this already. I mean, this one says doesn't do damage to each creature without flying, but I'm pretty sure there are red cards that deal it to all creatures nowadays, so I actually don't think this is a good card. 27 cents on TCG Player. So you guys can let me know. I'm not too sure if there was any really good ones in this bunch. Nah, not really. The monk was a bit crazy. Yeah, that was it. Nah, bad bunch. Anyways, no worry, guys. Thanks again for watching, and please like if you like it, and I'll see you again next time.